Welcome back to Dwarf Fortress, where we are continuing to play with Dastotdeg in the realm of Imikamo. And you probably saw there I've made some backups of the save directory last year, just in case something catastrophic happened. It is the year 259 here in Dastotdeg. Our population is way up to 226. There are 67 children. The challenge now is to figure out where to go with this fortress. The Fortress of Sword Even, created to wreak vengeance against the goblins. And we actually did kill a bunch of goblins last year, so I feel like our objective has been accomplished. So this might be the final year of Dastotdeg, or at least the final year of this video series, because I'm getting annoyed with how slow the frame rate is going. And I think I'm going to try to get that under control by really walling off a lot of these caverns and making sure my dwarves can't go very far in them. Possibly even retreating completely from the caverns, because I don't really need to be down here except occasionally to cut down some trees, the mushroom trees. However, the mushroom trees disappear very quickly and they don't regrow very fast, so the above ground trees seem to work better. Oh, well, this is a nice way to begin. Kikrost Lorbemneth, a poet, has been found dead. Dead in the tavern. In fact, I see several corpses in here. Nishgarethlicot? Sakzul Kalatol? What happened? Well, nobody seems too concerned about it. Dwarves are just picking up the corpses and hauling them away, while the residents of the tavern keep drinking and reciting poetry, or whatever it is they do there. Atir Vothilinol is wasting no time and has slipped into a depression. Perhaps after witnessing the deaths of 3 random corpses in the tavern. Well, we seem to have a warning from the elf diplomat, Kakami Basilk. You have disrespected the trees in this area, but this is what we have come to expect from your stunted kind. Further abuse cannot be tolerated. Let this be a warning to you. Well, despite yelling at us, the elves from Fawitha Lethu have arrived. I am trying an experiment here with a goblin cage. I am moving one of these goblins in a cage to another location. Oh, Bearheart, the expedition leader, Nish Amaldadak, has bestowed the name Enalbumrek Sebsur Gabar upon a copper shield. Cool. Here comes the goblin in his cage, moving to his new location. Here we are, new accommodations. And look, here come some visitors to visit the goblin in his new accommodations. And let's just pull this lever here to let the goblin out to say hi to his visitors. And welcome to Dastotdeg, goblin. That's for the women and children of Avuzastel. Wow, the dwarves hacked him into little individual pieces. Oh man. There's a poet, Kadol Logematost, stumbling around obliviously. Right in the middle of all of these scholars. Wait a second, this poet doesn't have any clothes. He was ashamed to have no shirt. He was mortified when uncovered. How did this happen? And the elven merchants are leaving after their measly, meager trades again. Well, I just sat down here after eating some food, and I found this. Your ruler has arrived with a full entourage. You are now a mountain home. The Monarch has arrived. What am I supposed to do with this? There are a lot of guests here. Bards and scholars and sages, a wolf woman scholar, doctors, geographers, astronomers, chemists. I'm trying to find the Monarch, but I don't even see him in here. Oh, here's why I can't find the Monarch, because she is part of the citizenry. Doran Rigoththal, the Queen, is here. Flanked by Catan Astilligam, the outpost liaison. The Queen just walks around like any other dwarf. There's no carriage or anything. Wait, where is she going? She's going the wrong way. She's leaving. She is... What is she doing? She's just run to the edge of the map. Pausing. Well, I am quite baffled. Is she under attack? Now she's heading toward the fortress again. She's going through the tunnels to get into the fortress. That's not really the greatest entryway. Not really fit for royalty, but she's a dwarf, so I guess she's used to dank, mushroom-filled underground tunnels. Well, we've got a lot of work to do to build her a royal throne room, bedroom, dining room, mausoleum, and give her 10 chests, 5 cabinets, 5 weapon racks, and 5 armor stands. I haven't even finished with the Baroness yet. Oh, and Catan Astilligam, the outpost liaison, also needs a throne room, a great bedroom and dining room, and chests and cabinets and weapon racks and armor stands. We have a lot of construction to do. I have also noticed that the champion position is vacant. I believe that I am going to appoint Bearheart as the champion. And there we go. Bearheart, the champion. The Queen has demanded that we make 3 cabinets. We have created the Queen's throne room, where she sits in a gold throne, looking out across 4 gold statues. Well, now she's leaving. I guess she's not happy with it. In fact, it is merely an opulent throne room, and not close to the royal throne room that she requires. And summer has arrived here in the year 259. It's been an uneventful spring so far, which makes me worry that something really bad is about to happen at the beginning of summer. Oh, Bearheart, Nish Amaldadak, the expedition leader and champion, has bestowed the name Dastotdeg upon a steel battle axe. Nice name. Dastotdeg, the exalted beginning, a steel battle axe of fairly nondescript description with exactly 1 kill. Only 1 kill? I swear Bearheart has killed a lot more than that. A human diplomat has arrived. Quais Adelpic, the lawgiver. Greetings, noble dwarf. There is much to discuss. It's such a pleasant place you've carved out for yourselves. There is much to share. Well, it has been an honor, noble Avu Zazidikam. I bid you farewell. That was a short conversation. According to the news and rumors, in the late winter of 257, the army of Gom Faith-Plated marched on ink temples. That's just north of my last fortress of Vuzistel. We remain at war with Amubaks, the Silty Nightmares. The human caravan from Mongkakpoth has arrived. I believe it is time to dispense some dwarven justice. In these 2 cages here, I have 2 of the traitorous dwarves that we captured last year. It is now time for their punishment. I'm going to open up the cages and let the Vengeance Squad have their vengeance. Here we go. The dwarves are out. The traitors are fighting. The traitors are dead. Just like that. Cadel Lagematos, the naked poet, is throwing a tantrum. He's down here in the tavern, punching out a ranger. I've made a whole bunch of cloth clothes, but I can't seem to get this guy to put clothes on. I'm not sure what the problem is. Oh, I didn't notice the Baroness would like us to make catapult parts for some reason. Does she want us to make war against the goblins? Perhaps she's signaling that we should venture out into the world and attack the goblins in their home territory. Whoops, Deller Uzulkaban, a bone carver, apparently violated the mayor's mandate and is going to prison. And for causing a disturbance in the tavern, Cadel Logematost will also be going to prison. And speaking of justice, 2 more dwarven traitors are set for execution for conspiring with the goblins against the fortress of Avuzastel and the fortress of Dastotdeg. The sentence is death. And the traitors are dead. I think I said the name of our fortress wrong. It's Dastotdeg. Well, it's still legally binding. The execution was valid. There is no appeals process for the traitorous dwarves. You know, it's just occurred to me that I think the human caravan came and left, and I completely forgot to trade with them. The Queen has demanded that we make a cabinet, and the Baroness has demanded that we make an armor stand. I fear that the Baroness Avu Zazidikam, formerly one of the first 7 dwarves here, has forgotten her roots. Power over others is the only true measure of worth. I think she has forgotten our reason for being here, which was to kill goblins. Now she's ensorcelled by the power of royalty. Meanwhile, I sentence these 3 goblins to death for their role in sieging Dastotdeg. Pulling the lever, the goblins are out. The goblins are fighting for their very lives, but they stand no chance. They are dead. That was probably more than I needed to kill those 3 goblins, but I just wanted to make sure. Uh-oh, down in the caverns, a dwarven child has run into a giant bat. What is this kid doing down here? The giant bat is attacking. The child is just trying to play. Now the giant bat is leaving. The child has been knocked unconscious. Ah, here come my squad. What are you doing, Mark's Dwarves? Blood is spraying on the walls now. And the giant bat is dead. Good job, Mark's Dwarves, even though you didn't use any crossbows for some reason. This one doesn't seem to have any ammo. That could explain it. Meanwhile, the child seems to be fine. He's heading back upstairs. I've reorganized the military again. I've promoted some of the Daggers of Worth up into the Vengeance Squad because their skills were almost legendary. So those guys are called Vengeful Daggers. I moved the Baron Consort and the Monster Hunters down to a new squad called the Granite Rooters, led by Sazir Azulnal, a former Dagger of Worth. So these guys are people who petition to become soldiers. This is where I'm putting those guys. I also moved some of the disemboweled tools over to the Daggers of Worth, and those guys are called Dagger Recruits. They're new to the Daggers of Worth because they've demonstrated their skills in the disemboweled tools. The disemboweled tools currently has some empty slots that I need to fill. We have an artifact. Fath Zuthedgoden, a miner, has created in Nalazan a quartzite coffer. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Zan Vineclasped. And Naluzan, or Lull Murder. Value 85,200. Nice. Still not up to Parched Puzzled yet, but getting there. Let's see. On the item is an image of Scylab Craft Cults, the diorite door in quartzite. That's an image of a previous artifact that the dwarf named after herself. On the item is an image of dwarves in giant mole leather. The dwarves are laboring. It relates to the foundation of Sword Even by the Whips of Clearing of the systemic tool in the early spring of 253. That is the foundation of Dastotdeg, our very own fortress. And autumn has arrived here in Dastotdeg, here in the year 259. It's been a fairly uneventful summer, other than working on royal orders. Well, Odom Vukarbisek is celebrating the autumn by throwing a tantrum. Oh man, he toppled a workshop. Well, there's no time to worry about tantrums because look who's back. A vile force of darkness has arrived on the second day of autumn. Coming in from the northwest again. They have beak dogs. I don't see any trolls yet though. Oh, yes I do. I see trolls now. Trolls, beak dogs, and goblins. This is perfect timing actually because I was just testing some new Marksdwarf stations. Odom doesn't care about the siege and he's just throwing a tantrum here in the library. There's a few visitors caught outside. Oh wow, the trolls are just sprinting down the hallway and I haven't closed the bridge yet. They're going downstairs. Oh no. Oh, I didn't think of this. I wonder if he's trying to free his comrades down here. I locked the doors, now he seems confused. Ha, another troll has landed down here. The bridge went up and apparently the second troll was on the bridge and he fell down. There's still a third troll on the loose. Oh, he's running away from the war dogs. That's funny. I'm gonna station the Vengeance Squad a little bit closer to this bridge. Oh, here come my dwarves. Fighting. The troll is taking damage. There's blood. Blue troll blood. And I think the troll is dead. Yeah, he's dead. That was one of the 3 remaining founders, Solon Bunjignil. Meanwhile, the goblins and beak dogs are just now entering the entrance of the tunnel. My Marks dwarves are doing their usual job of ignoring all of the attackers that are coming through the tunnel. Oh, there we go, finally shooting. They got one shot in. This is not an effective position. Trolls are stepping on traps. One troll was just killed by a weapon trap. It's carnage and slaughter in there. Visitors are just dodging through all the goblins, apparently unaware that there's a siege going on. It's about 2 pages of invaders, by the way. I think less than last time. There are now 3 trolls at the bottom of the bridge. What are they doing? Oh, one of the trolls broke down the doorway that led into the corpse stockpile. That was an interesting decision. My Mark's dwarves are actually doing what they're supposed to, and these visitors are right about to run into some goblins, and they're just walking right through them. They don't care. They're just walking right through the goblins and beak dogs. Finally, my Mark's dwarves are in a proper position to shoot from behind these barricades. Oh, they're just shooting all over the place. They're shooting from both sides now. Just like I wanted him to. I can't believe it's finally working. Ah, the troll destroyed the door that leads into the lever room. He is trying to break his buddies out. The goblins are changing their minds and going back, and also throwing up all over the place. Okay, one of the disemboweled tools has decided to run out here and pick up some equipment. I don't know what he's doing, but he's getting ready to fight a beak dog. He's fighting. There's blood. I think he's winning, thanks to the help from the crossbowman. Man, that's a tough beak dog. This fight is going on forever. Wow, I can't believe that beak dog is not dead yet. What is happening? There's 33 pages of combat log from this beak dog. Man, what a tough beak dog this is. I can't believe how long this is taking. Oh, finally! The beak dog is dead. That was insane. The goblins are heading south now. They are leaving. We're still under siege, though. There's a troll left in the hallway, and he is about to hit my vengeance squad, and I think he's dead now. And there we go, the siege is finally lifted. Another successful but gruesome defense from the trap hallway. And I think I will stop this episode here, and we will resume with the rest of the year 259 next time. Thanks for watching. See you later.